Hey guys, sorry. Today I'm going to help you out a little bit with the quarter 3 project. Okay, so this is some stuff that you're going to need to know. Now you did hopefully you already did your rolls of your die, so you know how many times you got 3, how many times you got 4. This is an example. Across the top here, okay, I'm just listed all the possible outcomes. Okay, oh no, don't do that. There's the list of all the possible outcomes: 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And then underneath that, I've listed all of the how many times I got each result. Hopefully this adds up to 100. Okay, couple things. We need to start out acknowledging we're in a spreadsheet, we're in an Excel spreadsheet, and we're in the desktop app. If you're in the browser version, there are limitations to what you can do. So between you and your partner, if this honestly feasibly doesn't work, you're going to need to talk to me. Hopefully one of you isn't using like a Chromebook, so that you can at least create this spreadsheet in an actual Excel spreadsheet. So that's the expectation. Now, if you're having a hard time with that, let me know. But here's what you're going to do. You're going to put that data in just like this. Okay. The next thing we want to do is select our results. I don't need the other numbers. I just need the results. And I'm going to choose to insert, and I'm going to choose one of these charts, one of these bar graphs. And you can make it fancy and colored and make it look through. I don't care what it looks like as long as it's readable. Okay. This even says how many I got of each. Now the problem is, look at the numbers across the bottom. Those don't line up. I didn't have, sorry about that. I didn't have 9 sevens. I had 13 sevens. So somewhere the numbers are off. And it's because it started counting at 1. This is actually a 0 column, and it ends at 11. So I've got to change that. So this is, again, one of the things you can't do in the browser version. But I'm going to double-click on my data. Actually, I'm going to just right-click on the data. There we go. Select the data. So let's start that over. Okay, so I come to the data. I clicked on the graph, on the bars. Then I right-click, and I'm going to select my data. What I want to do is I want to change the horizontal axis. I don't want to go 1 through 11. So I'm going to edit this. And I'm going to select this top bar of numbers. That's what I want it to use as my bars. And when I do that, notice now it starts at 2 and it works its way up to 12. Okay, that graph is step 1. I want that picture in your spreadsheet. Okay, the second thing you're going to need, and you can calculate these by hand or you can calculate them using the spreadsheet. It's up to you. But somewhere on here where it's easy to tell, I want the mean, median, mode, range, and standard deviation. And that standard deviation P. Okay, you could try to insert the special shape. I think if I go down here and I go to insert symbol, I could probably find the standard deviation symbol guy in the Greek letters. I might have to go the other way. Again, this is not important for what you're doing, but since I'm clicking, sometimes it's hard to walk away from something that you started. Oh, we're getting close. No, we're not. Oh, we're close. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Those are the wrong group. We'll get to the Greek here in a second, if I didn't already pass it. Greek, there we go. So now I need to find sigma, which looks a lot like this guy. Maybe I'll use this as my sigma. It might be the best one I've got. Oh, here's some good ones. There it is. All right, insert. Look at that, I just inserted it. If you want to use standard deviation with a P, it's fine. I don't though. I'm going to slide this up. All right. So there's all of my values. I need to list them off to the side here. Now, the mean you can find by just brute force adding them all up and dividing by 100. But I want to show you a slick trick that might save you a little bit of time, because this will also help with our standard deviation. So here's how it works. Think about taking this same set, right? How many 2's did I have? I have 0 of them, so I'm going to skip that. How many 3's did I have? I had 8, so I'm going to do 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and I want to just make sure that I have 8 of them. So I'm going to grab this and drag it down. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't care about the colors. How many 4s did I have? I had 7 of them. Well, the nice thing is now I know, whoops, how far 8 is. So there's 7 4s. Really where I'm going to try to save myself some time is with the 5s and things like that. Okay, if I select these 5s, I'm supposed to have, how many of them? 13. If I click and drag, okay, I can keep reading over and try to figure out where the 13th one is. I can also click, and by clicking here, if you look up in the top left, it says P13. That means I'm 13 down. As long as we start at the very top, you can just count down like that. Let's see, if I go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, and then let's grab this. I think I'm going to have to, yeah, we'll copy it. Control C, Control V. How many 12s did I have, by the way? I had 4 of them. You have to have enough of them when you drag that it understands the pattern. If you just grab an 11 and start dragging, it might think it needs to count up. So you got to be careful, make sure you're getting the same thing over and over again. So that 11 is at 7. I was supposed to only have 2 of them, so I better back up. Here, delete, 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 delete. So I'm supposed to have 2 of those. 10s, though, I was supposed to have 6. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I just don't have to type it as many times if I do it like this. 9 was supposed to happen 19 times on this graph. See, that one is at 18, so I need 1 more. Oops. That's 19 9s, 8. I'm supposed to have 9 of them. 2. That's probably close. That's cell 8. So I'll put 1 more in cell 9. Okay, 7s. I'm supposed to have 13. I know that's 9, 10, 11, or something like that. Right here, that puts me at 15, so I got to go back a couple. Anyway, so I'm just making sure I get all my numbers in here. So I have 19 of these. That's the same as the 9. So that should be there. All right. The reason we do this is now when I actually want to calculate these things, like the mean, I can type equals. On Excel, it's the word average. So you can see the word average. I'm going to double click on that. And then it says, what do you want me to take the average of? I'm going to click and drag through all of these numbers. Now, even if I have some empty cells, some that don't have any numbers in them, it knows not to use those. It's only going to average the ones with numbers in them. So if I do that, I'll close my parentheses, boom, average was 6.95. The median, I'm going to have to figure that out, although I could see if the calculator, if the Excel will do it. Oh, look, there's median. So I might as well do median of this data. So now, if you've already done a bunch of this work, good for you. But guys, this is why we have technology, and this is what we've programmed technology to do and understand for us. I don't know if we're going to get mode out of it. Let's try. Mode. And right here, I'm clicking on it. Functions available, returns the most frequently occurring. Well, let's see. If we try this, and we select all the data, it should return 6, but there's a problem. See, 6 occurs, but so does 9. So I'm actually going to have to delete this because I don't like the result there. So 6, 9. They both showed up most common. The range, honestly, guys, it's 12 minus 2. But I don't have a 2, so it's 12 minus 3. That makes the range 9. And the standard deviation equals ST, and I want the standard deviation P. Always P. And I select the data. And I have my standard deviation. There's all of my numbers. If you do it this way, you should be fine. If you're doing it by hand, there's a chance you're going to screw something up and mess up a number. I will tell you, I am going to check to see if I add up the number of results, right? I'm going to add up this number. If this number does not add up to 100, you lose in points. All these things are ways to lose points. So please make sure you have accurate results. What I'm looking for from you for your grade, I need this chart. I would like to see this set of numbers right here. Okay, how many of each you had. And I need your mean, median, mode, range, and standard deviation. Okay, all that information needs to be present. This over here, where I added all these numbers, you do not need to have them. That's entirely up to you. But I used that as a way to find my mean, median, mode, range, standard deviation. If you decide you don't need them anymore and you delete, these numbers go away. So keep that in mind if you're going to find the mean, median, mode, range, and standard deviation by selecting the data can't change. When you're done with this, you're going to share this with me so that I can look at your spreadsheet and I can make sure that everything works the way it's supposed to. And that's it. So you and your partner, make sure you've named it so I know whose it is and who's sharing it. If you did it on your own, then I'll just use the one for you. All right. Good luck, guys. We'll see you in class.